I bonded with all the cats over there, you know, from Snoop to Daz to Corrupt. You know, everybody, we was all cool. I just wanted to get a hit record, and I had to become Rhythm D. I didn't really want to be a secondary keyboard dude or producer up under somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to become me, which is really, you know, sometimes you got to follow your destiny. But I met Suge through one of his cousins who was rapping at the time, and she introduced me to Suge. I simultaneously didn't even know that I was going to run back into Suge after I met him for the first time, but I got reintroduced to him through the Lady of Rage. Really, really odd story, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, your life goes by pretty quick and you don't really pay attention to the events that happen that lead you to your success or wherever you're going into your life. But I met Suge first before everybody. And I didn't even know that he was starting that dude was going to be who he was. I was just dealing with a lot of doughboys in the hood, and a lot of managers, and a lot of, you know, just being in the studio to you know, get a hit record. I had to be in the studio. Somebody had to pay for it. I didn't have the money, so, you know, most of the producers would sign production companies, and, you know, it was the guy with the money, the music producer, and the artist. That's what it was. So all of those formulas, I had a chance to jump in on in my early years because that's what it was about. You know, at the peak of gangster rap. So I got over at Death Row via Rage, via my other friend Diamond, and met John Payne up there, and then he called Suge and told Suge that he reintroduced me to Suge, and then that's where it started. And then I started coming up there every day, and, you know, was around while everybody was recording the Chronic. You know, that's how it all started.
How much of the Chronic were you there for? Like, did Dre and them finish it up before you left? Or?
I think they had pretty much most of it done because I remember he had a little listening party in his up at the Solar Building because that's where they recorded everything, right there on Cahuenga, which is now, you know, it was Solar Records, and then it turns into the I think Babyface's ex-wife bought it, or they started another company, but they had a listening party up there, and everybody was drinking, and they were listening to the album. So I think I might have left right before it popped off, because Nothing But a G Thing was on the radio already, and I'm around why all of the artists. I saw a lot of artists from the East Coast. Everybody was coming up to Death Row. All the artists that were popping on the radio, all the black R&B artists would come up to Death Row. So it was like Suge kind of had his hand in, you know, everybody wanted to work with Dr. Dre. So Suge was able to pull all these artists in because Death Row was the new label. It was going to be the hottest label where you was going to actually get paid your right publishing and all of that. Nobody was going to, quote unquote, fuck you over. So come to Death Row because Suge is going to handle everything. But like I said, I just stayed over there for a brief minute, and then after the riots, the Diddy was on Kiss FM, that song I produced on Paperboy, and I was like, well, I don't really have to go back to Death Row. I got a hit record already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was you know how big Kiss FM was. That was the biggest radio station ever. So when I heard Paperboy on Kiss FM, I had a hit record, and then I never went back to Death Row.
So you heard Dre Day and all that?
I heard all of that. I was there when Dre came and pulled up. Dre came in and started pulling up the track to a nigga with a gun, sitting there watching this genius do his thing, and he's pulling up the track like, yeah, boy, this is what real production is about. You know what I'm saying? I was young. He's still looking at me like, this is what I sound like. He's pulling up all the tracks on the SSL board, and they banging like a motherfucker. You got the loop to the Friends, the beat to the beginning of Friends. That is the bass, the main loop that's in A Nigga with a Gun. You know what I mean? So I heard all of that. I heard pretty much all of it. Daz would be in there, cutting and scratching and making beats and everything. Like everybody had fun creating that record. But like I said, I heard all the songs that they were dissing Eazy on, which is pretty much the whole Chronic. And I had a choice. I was like, it was like, okay, you could join this camp over here and be on top of all the production, or you could try to go back over there to Death Row and, I don't know, be the head crew chief. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just wasn't. It seemed more profitable and more correct for me to be, and a little bit more wiser to go where I was.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like, comment, share. Also go over to UGSforLife.com, download the entire archive, and check out new episodes on Apple Podcasts and Blog Talk Radio.